Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we're going to be taking a look at something really awesome. For those of you who don't know, I am heavily into sand doors, and in my personal opinion, the bigger the better. I want something huge and ridiculous, and for that reason, I've come up with a really cool little circuit that allows you to build giant doors with relative ease. Now I say that very loosely, and you will see why in a little bit, but before we get on with all the technicalities and confusing stuff, let's take a look at this one in action, because let's be honest, that's what we're all here for. So here we are then, this door is 6 blocks tall and 6 blocks wide. It can be wider, but unfortunately it can't be any taller because the pistons just can't push any more blocks. It is literally that tall. So let's take a look at it. We just flick this lever here and you will see the door is ridiculously slow. It takes absolutely ages to go down into the ground, and that is because of the way that this circuit works. But you can see now that it's all gone down, we can just hop on through. There it is, our arch is up in the sky, there is no visible redstone, and yeah, it all looks pretty good. Then when we flick this lever again, you will see that the closing sequence is actually significantly faster, so at least that's something positive. Now I'm going to make the assumption that that was fairly predictable. You probably expected that to happen, so now we're going to get onto the interesting stuff, which is the redstone behind it. So I'm going to hop into my air world where everything is clear. We can get a nice cinematic going so you can get all the angles and all the views of this beast, so let's go. Now before you jump out your chair and eject yourself out the window at the thought of building this thing, I will admit to you that it is fairly large, at least on the surface of it, but the concept itself is really cool, as I have said many times in this video. It actually uses sand stackers rather than piston extenders to push all of the sand up, which is A, why it's so slow, but B, why it doesn't travel down about 15 blocks to the bottom of the design, so it does actually keep the size down a little bit. Another cool thing about this design is that it uses variable pulse extenders to govern how tall the door is. So say you wanted just a 3 high door rather than the 6 one, then you just remove a bunch of items from the hoppers and there we go. It would be done. It's a very versatile design and you can chop and change it how you like. So I guess I should probably give you a bit of a bare bones demonstration here. So we flick this lever and you will see this little machine down at the bottom is what is doing it. It is taking the sand from this pillar and pushing it up like this, and then all of the sand will be stored in this section. If you had used a piston extender, you would have all of your pistons retract right the way down and your door would probably finish right about down here, which just seems pretty ridiculous. Now if you flick this lever again, you will see that the little system works a lot faster this way round, and that is just due to the way that the sand is falling, and then you do a little pulses there, but it is now up to the very top. So there it is, that is our sand door closed, and it all works very nicely. Now unfortunately I'm not going to be doing a tutorial on this specific design simply because it is fairly large and there is quite a lot of things that I would have to teach you on how to do it. For example, for every single size of door you need a different set of items in these hoppers. So what I would suggest you do is, if you really do want to take a closer look at this one, I have included a world download and an MC edit schematic in the description that you can download for yourselves, put it into your world save files and just mess about with all of the circuitry, put different items into the hoppers and see what happens. The chances are you're going to break it, but that's fine because obviously there is a backup in the form of the world download. But unfortunately that is all I've got time for today, folks. So if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching guys, this has been Mumbo and I'm out. I'll see you later.